Alright. Okay. What is there to say about this fight? All I gotta say is that, Lyoto Machida, you possess every tool that it takes to defeat Randy Couture. So, please, do not show up to this fight, this Saturday, out of shape, and unfocused, and looking past Randy Couture in hopes that you will get a rematch with Quentin Rampage Jackson. Machida, former light heavyweight champ, he defended the belt one time controversially against Shogun Hua. Shogun was just dismantled by John Jones and crushed by him. And after that, he wasn't dominated by Shogun, but Machida did get clipped on the top of the head and then knocked out in round 1. A while ago, he was thought to be the unbeatable karate master due to his elusiveness. I think he's more evasive than elusive, but he needs to bring his A game, and quite frankly, there's no excuse for him to not be able to defeat a guy like Randy Couture. Randy Couture, Hall of Famer, star of one of the stars in The Expendables. Not a great movie, but it was cool to see him in it anyways. Gold medalist winner in the Greco-Roman Pan American Games in 1991. He's seen it all. He's fought top guys, mostly top guys, all of his life. He was on a 3-fight winning streak. But let's see. Well, let's look at his last 5 wins, shall we? In 2007, he beat Tim Sylvia. In 2000, again later on, in August of 2007, he beat Gabriel One-Hit Wonder Gonzaga. And he lost to Brock Lesnar, got TKO'd by him, and then he lost in a great fight to Big Nog. And after that, he then beat Brandon Vera. Yeah. He then beat Mark Coleman, and over the hill, Mark Coleman completely dominated him. And then he beat James Toney, who really had no business being in the UFC in the first place. So yeah, those 5 guys now no longer even have a job with the UFC anymore. With the exception of Brandon Vera, who was only spared because Thiago Silva failed he produced a fake urine sample, and he basically failed his post-fight drug test as well after breaking Brandon Vera's nose. Otherwise, Brandon Vera would be gone from the UFC right now. So none of the guys that Randy Couture have beaten are anywhere near the level that Lyoto Machida is at. Machida needs to bring his A game, and Machida should be able to knock Randy Couture out. I'm going to predict him to do so in either late first round or early second round. So, the Dragon, get it done, man. Good luck, Machida. And Randy Couture, hey, make Expendables 2, but hopefully you get a better script. So, okay. And the first fight on the main card, Mark Bocek versus Ben Henderson. Mark Bocek is probably the better pick in this fight, but I've got to go with former WEC champ Ben Henderson to use his great conditioning and his jiu-jitsu to nullify anything that Mark Bocek, with his very solid jiu-jitsu too, coming off a submission victory over Dustin Hazlett, retired Dustin Hazlett from the UFC, and he won submission of the night for that too. And so yeah, I've got to pick Ben Henderson doing this, but you know, Bocek might win it, so if he does, I'm going to be like, oh, should have picked him. So yeah. Bocek does have a black belt in Taekwondo too, and a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's been competing since 2006, and he's coming off of his loss to the Matrix kick of Anthony Pettis. And the rest of the card, I'm going to go through it quickly. On the preliminary Spike TV card, I've got Rory McDonald beating Nate Diaz, and I have Jake Ellenberger beating Sean Pearson. But wait a minute, let me see something. Sean Pearson, he looked just okay in defeating Matt Riddle. But Jake Ellenberger should be the better wrestler in that fight. I've also got Claude Patrick over Daniel Roberts. Ivan Menenjar against Charlie Valencia, and Jason McDonald, Ryan Jensen over Jason McDonald, John McDency over Kyle Watson, and Pablo Garza over Eve Yaburin. Yaburin, man. Spelling's not good right now. So, it's going to be a great card. Got two titles on the line. Don't miss it. Just keep it real. And stay mixed. Make it a great day or else.